There are two great days in a person's life: the day that we are born and the day that we discover why. If you ever find your why, you'll realize why you get up in the morning and why you keep doing unpleasant things in order to get to something pleasant. You have to do the stuff that you don't like to do so you can do the stuff that you want to do. It's amazing. But I want you to understand that life is not primarily a journey trying to find pleasure, but it is a journey trying to find meaning. It was Viktor Frankl that said that when a person cannot find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. That just because you may not understand and know your why fully yet, it is not a justification for inactivity, because an excuse is not a reason. Behind practically every excuse, hear me carefully, is fear. Behind every excuse is fear. But the cure for fear is action. You might wonder sometimes, why in the world would God allow me to suffer so much? Why do I have to deal with so much? Maybe it is because God sees a purpose in it for which you yet cannot understand. But just because you can't understand that purpose doesn't mean that God has not hidden his purpose in that situation. You wonder, why can't I change my circumstances right now? Maybe God is working on something that you will later thank him for. When have you seen a strong person who had an easy life? It's your struggles and your troubles that make you strong. God has a purpose in it, even when you don't understand it. When you know your why, you walk in a liberty. You walk in a peace. And every time you do your why, you get healed whenever the world has made you sick. It is a terrible travesty of God's grace, of his goodness, of his power, and of his anointing if we get saved and we don't know why. And one of the greatest tragedies of life that I have found is to find saved folks who don't even know why God saved them.